is Late Edition News at 10 with Ann Gownley. Sports with Beth Mensinger. Meteorologist Joe Garbacik. And senior news analyst L.A. Jerome.
Berwick police have one man in custody in connection with 3 separate carjackings in just 24 hours. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition for Friday, October 18th, 2013. I'm Ann Gownley. A man in Berwick, police say, was involved in a carjacking in the parking lot of a Wise supermarket is now being blamed for other carjackings and violent crimes. Around 9 o'clock this morning, a woman was carjacked in the parking lot of the Wise supermarket in Berwick. This was the 3rd carjacking in the borough in the last 24 hours, with the first one happening at CVS on Thursday night. Police have 31-year-old Noah Bomboy in custody and have been questioning him all day. Authorities say he has confessed to committing all of the carjackings.
We were already investigating similar incidents and had several officers out. Based on the description, we were able to put a lot of cars in the area. We were attempting to try to locate him. We had one person in the vehicle that we were aware of. It was a white female that was pushed into a vehicle. And, you know, we were searching the area to try to find that vehicle, but the vehicle description wasn't the best that we were provided.
That woman was later released with her vehicle by Bomboy and was uninjured. Besides Berwick police, other area departments were called in to search for Bomboy, including state police, who brought in the helicopter. Parts of Route 11 were also shut down as police continued the search.
Ultimately, we were able to determine that the individual came to this location here at 1264 Route 11, and in surrounding this home here, we were able to identify someone fleeing out a side window. Short foot pursuit ensued, and we were able to put an individual in custody.
Berwick police say that besides the 3 carjackings, Bomboy may have also attacked an employee at the local YMCA.
My job at the moment is to go back and work with the investigators to try to piece the other investigations together and to finish this investigation out and hopefully release to our citizens and those from the communities that surround us that the incident's quelled.
Bomboy is facing additional charges including kidnapping, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. Police in Oklahoma have captured the 4th suspect in the Pittston prostitution ring. Randy Coleman of Pittston had a warrant out for his arrest since October 8th. Oklahoma City police arrested Coleman yesterday morning in central Oklahoma City. Police were informed that a fugitive from Pennsylvania was staying in a room in the 1900 block of Northeast 20th Street. Coleman is charged along with 3 other men running an underage prostitution ring, which they convinced 2 teens to sell themselves using online classified ads, among other charges. Brothers 30-year-old Anthony and 29-year-old Gregory Boone of Pittston and 19-year-old Jose Avello of Nanticoke were also involved and are in custody. Coleman is being held at Oklahoma County Jail pending extradition to Pennsylvania. The family of Jonathan Gray has hired an attorney. Gray was the man shot and killed by police 2 weeks ago at 1st and Alter Street in Hazleton. Luzerne County DA Stephanie Salavantis ruled the shooting justifiable, as she said evidence showed Gray pulled a gun and raised it towards an officer. The Gray family has hired the Carol Lee law firm of Allentown. The firm's partners are sons of an attorney who won $7.9 million from Bethlehem after police there shot a man to death and started his house on fire during a 1997 drug raid. Gray's family disputes the police account of the fatal accident and the findings in the DA's report. Wilkes-Barre police arrested 2 men after a drug deal on Public Square this morning. Police say they saw the deal in progress at about 9:45 this morning. They arrested both men involved. 47-year-old Charles Chandler of Plymouth is charged with possession and possession with an intent to deliver. 45-year-old John Albert Jackson of Wilkes-Barre is charged with simple possession. An accident around 2 o'clock this afternoon caused some traffic tie-ups on North Church Street in Hazleton. The white Chevy Blazer and a Kia collided at the intersection of Fern and Church Streets. The Blazer was flipped onto its roof. Hazleton police and fire responded to the scene along with APTS, who took passengers to the hospital, but no one was seriously injured in this afternoon's crash. A Plains Township man was married and arrested within just a few minutes. 24-year-old DeRoy Tomer married Angelica Yard in the courtroom of District Justice Paul Roberts in Kingston this morning. Among the witnesses was Ashley Police. After the ceremony, they arrested him, charging him with terrorizing his child's mother. Amber Miller of Ashley says that back on July 7th, Tomer threatened to kill her and everyone else in her home. She also claimed that Tomer and two men with him kicked the door and broke a window. Tomer was arraigned by District Judge James Tupper in Kingston Township on charges of terroristic threats, criminal mischief, and related counts after his wedding ceremony was finished. Students from West Hazelton Elementary gathered this evening with fellow classmates and family members for Build a Scarecrow Night. The event was designed to bring the community together while creating a fun fall atmosphere. Peter DeMarco is the president of the West Hazelton PTA.
Tonight we're having Build Your Scarecrow Night. It's for students from kindergarten to 5th grade. It's a family event, so their parents come and help them build a scarecrow, and we're excited about it, and the kids are excited about it because it gives us something to do after school, and the parents of the children get to meet each other at the same time.
While the school supplied most of the crafts, the families were able to bring in their own props to add to their creations. DeMarco believes that events like this one adds to the West Hazelton spirit.
Like this, it keeps our community together, it keeps our school community together, and it's very enjoyable.
And after all their hard work, the best part of the evening is that the students got to take home their works of art with them. The community of Pardeesville kicked off its Haunted Trail event, and our Julie Stefanovich was there.
Fall is in full swing, and it's once again time for the annual Pardeesville Haunted Trail.
It's our 16th year with the Pardeesville Haunted Trail. A lot of volunteers. We had about a month into it, getting prepared. It's only $3 to come in. It's going to run till about 11 o'clock tonight and tomorrow night. It's a great family event. Lots of good food. They got games, tricky trays, face paintings, all kinds of great events going on.
Angelo Panzarella is the coordinator of this event. The trail is now in its 16th year, and with the help and effort of all its volunteers, it has grown in leaps and bounds throughout the years. And best of all, the funds collected from the trail go to a good cause.
The funds go solely to the upkeep of the park. Every year there's new rides added and upkeep of all the rides that are here and the park itself. And it's open to anybody to come and to use, not just the local community, anybody in the area.
Panzarella talks about all the preparation that goes into creating the trail.
There's about a good month preparing for it. The trail itself is, I would say, about 300-400 yards long, so it's a good 15-minute walk through the woods, up and down some hills. It's a really good time.
If you missed out tonight, don't fret because the trail reopens tomorrow at 7 p.m. and runs through 11 p.m. In Pardeesville for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Sherry Dental in Lehighton has now opened another office, this time in Tamaqua. The family-run business held its grand opening this morning. Sherry Dental is located on West Broad Street across from Subway. Dr. Kyle Sherry spoke with us about what his office offers to patients.
It's a great office. It's very state-of-the-art. We offer digital x-ray and digital imaging, so that's nice. It keeps the radiation down for our patients. We do all kinds of emergency work. We also do extractions, dentures, crowns, fillings, everything pretty much in general dentistry.
Pat Free-Stefanik is the president of the Tamaqua Chamber of Commerce, and she says she is excited about the opening of a new dentist office in the downtown.
It'll benefit Tamaqua because we have a need for it. I see it as the manager of the high-rise that people are always looking for somewhere to go, and a lot of the dentists that are already here are filled up. So I think it's a good avenue to pursue, and I think it was a much-needed business in the Tamaqua area. And of course, we're always glad to have new businesses. New businesses, generate activity in the downtown. They bring more people, more things, and it helps things happen here.
For more information, you can log on to sherrydental.com. Setting a specific bedtime for your child may have effects well beyond being tired in the morning. INN's Holly Furfer has more.
It may not be the easiest thing to get your child to do, but scientists are finding that putting your little one to bed at a set time can help their attitude both at home and at school.
Sleep is important for everybody, but especially for little ones because it's so important for growth, in addition to learning, concentrating in school, and actually for good behavior during the day.
A recent study in the journal Pediatrics found that children who went to bed at irregular times were more likely to have behavioral problems by the time they reached elementary school. Researchers looked at data from more than 10,000 children and their sleeping behaviors at ages 3, 5, and 7. They also looked at comments made by their mothers and teachers on that child's behavior. They found that as they aged, children who went to bed at a certain hour had fewer problems in school than those who had no set bedtime. And when parents switched their children to a more strict nighttime routine, the child's behavior improved. I'm Holly Furfer.
It's a cyberbullying case that has gotten national attention and will apparently be the first in which the parents of the alleged bullier are also charged. The INN News team has the whole story, beginning with Phil Doherty.
In Florida, police say 12-year-old Rebecca Sedgwick killed herself after months of bullying. Two girls, 12 and 14 years old, are charged with aggravated stalking in connection with her death. Now, the parents of the 14-year-old are showing their faces on camera for the first time to defend their daughter. Chris Cuomo reports.
To the best of your knowledge, is your daughter a bully? Do you think she bullied this girl, Rebecca?
No, she didn't.
Vivian and Jose, who do not want their last name revealed, are the parents of a 14-year-old girl identified by police as a cruel online bully, accused of contributing to 12-year-old Rebecca Sedgwick's suicide.
My daughter's not that type of girl to do something like that.
Police arrested two girls they say are behind the bullying, but Vivian and Jose say there's no way their teenager relentlessly taunted Sedgwick with hurtful messages like, "You should die," and "Why don't you go kill yourself?" repeatedly on social media. Sedgwick reached her breaking point last month, jumping off this abandoned cement silo. The sheriff says the arrest happened so quickly in part because of this disturbing comment allegedly posted on Facebook by Jose and Vivian's daughter. "Yes, I know I bullied Rebecca, and she killed herself, but I don't give a blank." How do you explain the Facebook message?
It went out around 1 o'clock. We took the computer to her room, and the only other thing that she could have used to send this message was my cell phone. And my cell phone is always with me.
How careful were you to make sure that you know where your daughter was?
I always check her Facebook. I know her password, you know. She never once, bullied this girl online.
But the bullying may have gone beyond Facebook. Other social media sites, including Twitter, Instagram, Ask.fm, and Kik, have all been cited by Sedgwick's family. So you don't know about what your daughter's activity was on these sites, if any?
I never once come across those websites that they're saying that my daughter was on, because the only one that she had was Facebook, to our knowledge.
As the investigation continues, the sheriff says Jose and Vivian could soon be faced with charges too. What do you think of that? Is that fair?
I don't think it's fair for me and my husband to be, punished for something that they're saying that my daughter did, and my daughter's being punished for something that she didn't do.
And that was Chris Cuomo reporting. But authorities say that she and the other girl did cyberbully Rebecca. Sheriff Grady Judd says that he wants this case to set an example for both kids and parents.
Let me talk to the people across the United States. If your child was bullied, tormented over and over and over for months, and people said things like you should drink bleach and die, why don't you go kill yourself? Nobody likes you. And your child jumped off of a tower, wouldn't you want those responsible held responsible? And that's exactly what we did. We looked out for this child, her family, because they're victims. And we want every child to know, and every parent to know, that if your child is a victim of a crime, we're going to enforce those laws.
The boy at the center of what police say was a feud between the accused 14-year-old and the victims is speaking out now. The 13-year-old boy dated Rebecca briefly last year before dating the now accused girl. He says she was jealous that he still talked to Rebecca. He says that he's devastated that he did not know the full extent of the bullying suffered by his ex-girlfriend.
And there's something new on that story. Today, the mother of the girl who did the bullying was charged with child abuse after a Facebook video surfaced showing her hitting children in her care with clenched fists. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Coming up later in the news today, I spoke with Congressman Lou Barletta live on Topic 8 to talk about the government shutdown and the upcoming budget and much more. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Joe Garbacic in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with the latest. Joe?
Thank you very much, Ann. Definitely is a little bit of a cool night across our viewing area, but the good news is we continue to be dry. However, as we head into this upcoming weekend, things are going to change. We're going to be looking at the chance of some more showers and some much cooler air on the move. But I tell you what, when I look up into the sky, I see the full moon. Officially, it was full at 7:38 p.m. Eastern Time. And here is why it's known as a full moon. It's because it's a hunter's moon for this time of year. As we have a full moon throughout the month of October, it's known as a hunter's moon, or it can also be called a dying or traveling moon. Check it out, because skies will continue to be clear through the overnight hours. I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up for you after these commercial messages.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Join the American Cancer Society October 27th for the Survivor Runway Spooktacular from 1 to 3 p.m. at the top of the 80s. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Look Good, Feel Better program, providing wigs to cancer patients. Join them for fun and fashion. There'll be a tricky tray, door prizes, celebrity guest bartenders, and State Representative Tara Toohill will join both patient and caregiver models in showcasing some of the season's high fashion. Light refreshments and a cash bar will be available. Bring a friend and take a Sunday afternoon to help the American Cancer Society and the Look Good, Feel Better program.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, we feature Farmer's Iced Tea, regular or diet, for only $1.88 a gallon. Homebrew your own wine with Simply Homebrew. Let their award-winning winemaker guide you through the entire process with 3 winemaking sessions, including the use of fresh winemaking juice and grapes, winery-grade equipment. Choose your own bottles, corks, and decorative caps. Design your own custom labels. You will be guided through the entire process from start to finish. It has never been easier to start home brewing. Simply Homebrew, 2 Honey Hole Road in Drums, 788-2311.
Things move a little slower here in DSLville.
Slow pitch softball is big here. Really big.
There's not a fast food restaurant in town. Zero.
Get the most out of the internet. Get Service Electric high-speed internet. Call Service Electric today to sign up.
Ho, 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 ho. Slow down. Tourists.
Well, we turn back the clocks in time, back to 1930, Buffalo, New York. Take a look at this astonishing statistic. They got some early snow, just not a little bit, but we're talking 4 feet of snow. Keep in mind, Buffalo is prone to seeing some big snow events, but usually not this early in the year, but it happened back in 1930. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Really nothing to show you. There are a few specks of green here and there, but you can pretty much ignore them. That's just a little bit of some ground clutter coming off of the radar sites. It is dry, and it's going to continue to stay dry right through the overnight hours. Our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, we're hanging on to 48 degrees. Pressure coming in at 29.92 inches of mercury. We have been dry since the midnight hour. And you see those winds a little bit breezy, occasionally get them up to 5 or so miles per hour. Not excessive out there. Almanac page for the day, our Robert Stevens Almanac page. 56 and 45, that's below the average high of 60. 80 and 24, the record high and low still stands. 7:19, 6:18, sunrise and sunset for the daytime hours of tomorrow. Temperature-wise, we woke up this morning, generally temperatures in the 40s and most locations. It's going to be another cool night as we start going through the nighttime hours and early morning hours of tomorrow. 41 now in New Angola, 47 degrees in Berwick, 46 in Bloomsburg, 47 degrees in Monomoy City, and 45 degrees in Danville. Satellite and radar, we're going to continue to see those clear skies right through the entire night. So check out that full moon because it's a beauty out there. Although it's a little bit cool out there, but you know what? We'll take it for October because we know what can happen across our region. We've already had snow in October. Skycast precipitation and clouds. Some more showers starts coming into our area later tomorrow evening and through tomorrow night. A few showers here and there, and then it clears out as we start going into our Sunday, but it's going to start bringing in some colder air going into next week, especially late next week and beyond. Indications are it's still going to get very cold across our area. Here's a look at some of the numbers tonight. Could be some upper 30s out there. Tomorrow, 60s, the higher elevations will struggle to make it out of the 50s, and heading into tomorrow night, again, a shot of some upper 30s and some lower 40s, and notice the noontime hour on Sunday, temperatures only in the lower 50s in most locations, and some of the higher elevations may be looking at temperatures only in the upper 40s by the lunchtime hour on our Sunday. So the showers will be triggered by a front that's going to come through. It's going to bring in some much chillier air as we progress through next week. Statewide, though, tonight we're going to stay dry. We're going to continue to see clear skies, upper 30s to lower 40s. And tomorrow, 60s. Higher elevations will struggle to make it out of the upper 50s. Could be an afternoon sprinkle or shower, but that's about it. The widespread showers should hold off until tomorrow evening and early tomorrow night. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys at Division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. We got 53 degrees for Sunday, Monday 57. Could be a shower around for Tuesday, 52, and staying in the 50s for Wednesday and Thursday, but there's a telltale sign by the ending part of next week. Yeah, we're not going to get out of the upper 40s. And don't be surprised if you don't see some frost advisories or some freeze warnings in effect, possibly as early as Sunday night or even going into Monday night, because look at those numbers dropping down to near freezing. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a daily 726, the big 4, 2191. Quinto numbers 17875 and the cash 5, 7, 12, 19, 32, and 36. We'll have more for you coming up after these commercial messages, including sports.
Why should you visit Penn State Hazleton?
Because if you come to our Penn State Day open house, there's no application fee. We have fun.
We have the Lion.
We have new scholarship money.
Students are scoring internships
all over the country. Penn State is ranked #1
by corporate recruiters.
And this is your chance to see campus, talk to students, meet professors, and check out everything Penn State has to offer.
Penn State Hazleton.
Check us out at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Hi, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can I just get your name for our mailing list?
Yeah, sure. Smitty Jones.
Is that the same Smitty Jones that lives at 1 Phillip Street?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't complete this transaction.
What do you mean? I'm just buying a candy bar.
Unfortunately, your credit score is too low.
What do you mean? I'm paying cash.
Sir, I'm going to need you to settle down.
Listen, I'm not freaking out.
Security!
Come on.
Clean up. Check out 15. Clean up.
Even if your credit is this bad, we can still help. Penn Financial Group. We stop foreclosures, stop sheriff sales, reduce or eliminate your debt, and improve your credit rating, guaranteed. Call us today for a free consultation. Penn Financial Group. Get credit happy.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. For chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Award-winning children's recording artist Laurie Berkner will bring her music to Hazleton when the Laurie Berkner Band performs at the Wiltsey Center at the Historic Castle on Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. Doors open at 12:30. Tickets may be purchased through wiltseycenter.org or at Ticketmaster retail outlets including select Boscov's and Walmart locations. The Laurie Berkner Band, November 23rd at the Wiltsey Center at the Historic Castle.
Welcome to Week 8 of Friday Night High School football. Our hardworking WILN sports crew did have the night off, but Hazleton area did not. The Cougars traveled to face off with a 1-loss Wyoming Valley West. And we're going to go to the first quarter. Hazleton's Zach Zukowski picks up 8 yards and a first down here on the Cougars' opening drive. It is a long one, going 8 minutes. That will end with 3 points. The Spartans turn, and Eric Acosta opens their drive with the first down run. Same possession, Michael Bauer. He will keep it for the first down. 3 of the Spartans' first 4 plays were good for a first down. Now second quarter, same drive. Brady Davidson connects with the L.J. Wisniewski for the score, 7-3, Wyoming Valley West, and Valley West goes on and wins big, the final in Plymouth, 59-10. Let's check out some other scores from around the Wyoming Valley Conference right now. The Millionaires of Williamsport, they win over Tunkhannock 32-13. Coughlin over Pocono Mountain East 32-7. A close one. GAR pulled it out over Wyoming area 35-34. Lake Lehman blew out Nanticoke area 62-13, and Northwest over Myers 33-14. We have 2 other games that are set for tomorrow. Crestwood at Dallas and Hanover area at Holy Redeemer. Moving to the Anthracite Football League for some Week 8 highlights now. Last week it was a battle of the unbeatens between the Olympians of Jim Thorpe and the Golden Bears of Monterey area. Jim Thorpe coming up with the win. Tonight they hosted the Schuylkill Haven Hurricanes. Second quarter. There's Jim Thorpe getting ready for it. Second quarter. Jim Thorpe ball. Quarterback Ryan Saunders will sprint down the field for a 66-yard touchdown. And it's 6-6. Hurricane possession at the ball at the 14. Ryan Fink with the quarterback keeper. Haven will go up 13-6 here. Moving to the third quarter, it's a 1-yard rush by Jim Thorpe's Kevin Vitti after the Haven fumble. 16-2, Haven up. Then Fink finds an open Mike Farrow for the 38-yard touchdown. 23-12, Schuylkill Haven leads, and they will hand Jim Thorpe their first loss on the season. That final, 30-12. Moving to Fountain Springs, the North Schuylkill Spartans hosting the 6-1 Mahanoy area Bears. The Bears fired up after their first loss last week, looking to get back on the right track. In the first, North Schuylkill will try to punt it, but it was blocked by big man Tyler Cavanis from Mahanoy area. Josh Katchmer there picks it up and takes it in for 6. Then it's North Schuylkill's possession. Bobby Grigas, he will drop back and find Glenn Weiss for the 38-yard reception. Not good enough for a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal for the Spartans. Then it will be a handoff to senior Matt Smarkanek here. He will plow through, and North Schuylkill will trail North Schuylkill will be up. North Schuylkill will trail 7-6 after their extra point is no good. In the second, big interception here by Jordan Marlowe as he picks off Mahanoy quarterback Dylan Maymod, and as possession, Gregas drops back again, but he will find the opening. He takes it 13 yards for the keeper, and North Schuylkill will lead 12-7 and keep that lead. The final, North Schuylkill 31, Mahanoy area 7. And after starting the season with 3 losses, the Marion Colts have been on quite a winning streak, victorious in their last 4 games. Tonight they were in Blue Devil country as Shenandoah Valley hosted them at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Coach Stan DeCoste's boys leading the Blue Devils 26-0 at the half. Third quarter, sophomore for the Devils, Ian McCall under center. He will connect here with the open receiver for the first down. Next play, McCall to David Gottschall, and it will be another Shenandoah Valley first down, and it sets up this big one right here. McCall with a 30-yard touchdown pass to Kane Erb for the Devils' first score of the night. They will trail the Colts 26-7. Marion's Dean Richards, also a sophomore at the QB spot tonight. He connects with Nico Agosti for a 51-yard score. Extra point no good. Marion with the lead 32-7, but those Shenandoah Valley boys just won't go away. A 61-yard score here for Shea Abershinsky. But the Colts will go on to win their 5th game in a row. That final, 52-20. We have 2 other games to report in on the AFL. Tamaqua headed to Panther Valley territory, and they win 32-14. And Minersville got their first win on the season last night, 44-20 over Carson Long. Stick around, more highlights coming up in the second half of sports. Until then, Ann has your top story recaps.
Hi everybody, this is Richie Molinaro, Marketing Director for Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton. Since Berwick Chevrolet is no longer an authorized Chevrolet dealer, I'd like to personally invite you to join our Fairway family. We'll provide you with the utmost courtesy from Chevrolet sales, service, and parts to our state-of-the-art body shop and auto spot. We have over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. We're the #1 commercial truck and business elite dealer in Pennsylvania, and we would be honored to be your Chevrolet dealer.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, some legal advice with attorney Bernardo Carbajal. And he's going to talk about workman's comp, what happens if you're injured, and the things to do and not to do. Let's Talk Chiropractic only on WILN TV 35.
Recapping tonight's top stories, a man Berwick police say was involved in carjacking in the parking lot of a Wise supermarket is now being blamed for other carjackings and violent crimes. Around 9 o'clock this morning, a woman was carjacked in the parking lot of the Wise supermarket in Berwick. This was the 3rd carjacking in the borough in the last 24 hours, with the first one happening at CVS on Thursday night. Police have 31-year-old Noah Bomboy in custody and have been questioning him all day. Authorities say he has confessed to committing all of the carjackings.
We were already investigating similar incidents and had several officers out. Based on the description, we were able to put a lot of cars in the area, and we were attempting to try to locate him. We had one person in the vehicle that we were aware of. It was a white female that was pushed into a vehicle. And we were searching the area to try to find that vehicle, but the vehicle description wasn't the best that we were provided.
That woman was later released with her vehicle by Bomb Boy and was uninjured. Besides Berwick Police, other area departments were called in to search for Bomb Boy, including State Police, who brought in the helicopter. Parts of Route 11 were also shut down as police continued the search.
Ultimately, we were able to determine that the individual came to this location here at 1264 Route 11, and in surrounding this home here, we were able to identify someone fleeing out a side window. Short foot pursuit ensued, and we were able to put an individual in custody.
Berwick police say that besides the 3 carjackings, Bomb Boy may have also attacked an employee at the local YMCA.
My job at the moment is to go back and work with the investigators to try to piece the other investigations together and to finish this investigation out and hopefully release to our citizens and those from the communities that surround us that the incident's quelled.
Bomb Boy is facing additional charges including kidnapping, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. Police in Oklahoma have captured the fourth suspect in the Pittston prostitution ring. Randy Coleman of Pittston had a warrant out for his arrest since October 8th. Oklahoma City Police arrested Coleman yesterday morning in central Oklahoma City. Police were informed that a fugitive from Pennsylvania was staying in a room in the 1900 block of Northeast 20th Street. Coleman is charged along with 3 other men in running an underage prostitution ring, which they convinced 2 teens to sell themselves using online classified ads, among other charges. Brothers 30-year-old Anthony and 29-year-old Gregory Boone of Pittston and 19-year-old Jose Avello of Nanacoke were also involved and are in custody. Coleman is being held at Oklahoma County Jail until he returns to Pennsylvania. The family of Jonathan Garay has hired an attorney. Garay was the man shot and killed by police 2 weeks ago at 1st and Alter Street in Hazelton. Luzerne County DA Stephanie Salavantes ruled the shooting justifiable, as she said evidence showed Garay pulled a gun and raised it towards an officer. The Garay family has hired the Carroll Lee Law Firm of Allentown. The firm's partners are sons of an attorney who won $7.9 million from Bethlehem after police there shot a man to death and started his house on fire during a 1997 drug raid. Garay's family disputes the police account of the fatal incident and the findings in the DA's report. Wilkes-Barre police arrested 2 men after a drug deal on Public Square this morning. Police say they saw the deal in progress at about 9:45 this morning. They arrested both men involved. 47-year-old Harles Chandler of Plymouth is charged with possession and possession with intent to deliver. 45-year-old John Albert Jackson of Wilkes-Barre is charged with simple possession. An accident around 2 o'clock this afternoon caused some traffic tie-ups on North Church Street in Hazelton. The white Chevy Blazer and a Kia collided near the intersection of Fern and Church Streets. The Blazer was flipped onto its roof. Hazelton police and fire responded to the scene along with APTS, who took passengers to the hospital. No one was seriously injured in this afternoon's crash. A Plains Township man was married and arrested within just a few minutes. 24-year-old Delroy Tomer married Angelica Yard in the courtroom of District Justice Paul Roberts in Kingston this morning. Among the witnesses was Ashley Police. After the ceremony, they arrested him, charging him with terrorizing his child's mother. Amber Miller of Ashley says that back on July 7th, Tomer threatened to kill her and everyone else in her home. She also claimed that Tomer and 2 men with him kicked the door and broke a window. Tomer was arraigned by District Judge James Tupper in Kingston Township on charges of terroristic threats, criminal mischief, and related counts after his wedding ceremony was finished. Well, on Topic A at 5:30, 11th District Congressman Lou Barletta joined me live to talk about the government shutdown and how Washington is going to deal with the effects of Obamacare and the 2014 budget. Let's first start about the shutdown itself. After 17 days, what was it like in Washington, 17 days during a shutdown?
Well, you could not imagine, what it was and how stressful and the frustration that was going on all day, every day. We would be there late at night, again, the media was reporting on what was happening day by day, but things were really changing hour by hour, different proposals and different groups getting together, seeing how, where we could find common ground and how we could end the shutdown and then deal with the debt limit. It was really a very stressful time to be in Washington with what was at stake. I mean, we were literally, a couple hours away from going over the deadline for the debt limit, and that would have had an effect on the markets. Mm-hmm. And we knew that many people would have lost money that they had saved for their retirement or their
absolutely.
kids' education. So there was a lot at stake.
Now, since the beginning, since the first talks of will the government shut down, we don't know, you were always standing from the beginning, you do not want the government to shut down.
I did.
right?
I made it very clear to my party and to the leaders in our party that I was against the shutdown. I didn't think it was good for the country. I obviously was opposing and doing everything I can to try to stop Obamacare, but on October 1st it was going to be rolled out, and I didn't think the place to have that argument was over a government shutdown. I thought that had to be dealt with separately. I always felt that we needed to really negotiate on the debt limit, and that's where the battle should have come.
Right.
And instead, it ended up with the shutdown. And during that time, I made it clear that I would do everything I can to prevent it, even if it meant voting on a clean CR. Which caused a lot of stir within the party and the ranks. But I just was concerned about the damage that this would do to our country.
And the protesters outside of your office just recently talking about the shutdown, wanting you to end it, but like you said from the beginning, you never wanted this to happen. Is there anything you can say to them about working? I mean, obviously we've seen what you've been doing in Washington during the shutdown and trying to end it.
Sure. Actually, I stepped out and even away from the party and went and tried to find like-minded Democrats who were willing to break from their party ranks to meet, and we did. We were able to find 20 Democrats, 20 Republicans who we began meeting together, and that number began to grow. And I realized there are many who are feeling the same frustrations as I do, that unless we start being practical and pragmatic and using common sense, we're never going to solve these problems. It doesn't matter what we all want.
Right. Well,
the fact is that we have to be able to sit down and work together.
Many have said, and many congressmen have said, and senators, that it's not about parties right now, it's about Americans and helping the constituents in everyone's areas and helping each other out in order to end this.
Well, partisanship was really dominating all of the discussions, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And that was when I realized that I need to do the right thing, use common sense, and even if it means that I'm going to get attacked from both sides. Yes, we had protesters at my office protesting, the government shutdown, and at the same time, I had Tea Party yelling that that he's caving and he's not, he's a Republican in name only. Liberals doing commercials against me that I'm a Tea Party nut. I mean, the same person, Tea Party's mad, the far left is mad, but it was because I was trying to be a problem solver and really finding solutions to this, or this government will continue to be dysfunctional unless we really find a group of people who are willing to say, listen, we'll break with party ranks, but let's compromise. How do we solve this and move on?
We were talking about the Tea Party and how people are accusing you of being part of the Tea Party. Could you maybe explain that a little bit and your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's really odd situation where I have the Tea Party who are not happy with the fact that I was trying to try to find where we can compromise and actually get together to actually do something. The plan that I was able to work out, that we were able to work out with the Democrats, would have repealed the medical device tax, which is a part of Obamacare, which is something that I thought would have been a real victory in dismantling another piece of Obamacare. So, I had the Tea Party who were angry with that, and as I said, the far left who were accusing me of being with the Tea Party.
Right.
And so our offices were really getting calls
Lots of phone calls from that.
Lots of calls from both sides.
Still sticking with the topic of President Obama and talking Obamacare, but there's other things that he wants done before the end of the year. We're talking immigration reform, the Farm Bill, the budget. I mean, that's going to be another battle that you guys all have together.
Well, when we talk about the budget, we had to force the Senate into passing one. They haven't passed one in 4 years, and we realized that Congress has a very low approval rating. I think colonoscopies and root canals have a higher approval rating than Congress, and so realizing what the American people feel about it, we had to use a gimmick to get the Senate to pass a budget last year, and that was, if we don't pass a budget, we don't get paid. No budget, no pay.
Right.
The American people like that idea, and we finally got the Senate to pass a budget. That's what needs to happen. Senate pass a budget, the House pass a budget. They will obviously be miles apart, but our founding fathers had a process for that. You go into conference, you work out the differences, and you come out with a product.
Anything that you'd like to say to the Hazleton area, to all your constituents out there during this time? I mean, I know it's been pretty
Well, it is. It's been a very, very tough time, and you know, when you realize that people have saved up their life savings, and what we do in Washington could have an effect on that, and whether it be the economy or just money you put away for your child's education. You know, I think what you deserve is a government that understands and is willing to work together with the other side, not dig in, have it us against them. We're Americans first, and we should put our party separate. So, you know, I'm going to continue to do that and try to be practical and do what I think is right for us here.
Thanks again to Congressman Lou Barletta for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. So now time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center. Joe, I believe you were talking snow on that topic today.
Well, I was talking maybe a couple of snowflakes that could mix in with some of the rain showers that we'll be having tomorrow night. It's a possibility, but really don't expect to see any accumulating snow. But I tell you what, temperatures over the next several nights after tonight, we're going to be looking at temperatures dropping down into the lower 30s. We still have hurricane season that's going on in the Atlantic. We can go back in time, and boy, what a powerful hurricane. It was Hurricane Wilma back in 2005. It was the most intense Atlantic hurricane on record, coming in with a pressure of 882 millibars. Compare that with the average atmospheric pressure, which is 1,013.25. Lower the pressure, the more intense the storm is. It was a powerful one back in 2005. I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
It's Octoberger. The sale's so big they named a month after it.
This 14 Jeep Patriot Latitude 4x4, you can buy it for $22,700 or lease it for $214,000. I also have a Chrysler 200 Limited. Buy it for $21,900 or lease it for only $189 a month. Or a Chrysler Town & Country Touring, you can buy that one for $26,900 or you can lease it for $299 a month.
It's Octoberger at Berger, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Route 93, Hazleton.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
What you sleep on can change your life. It affects how you feel, your relationships, how you perform. Let the folks at Grand Central custom fit the right sleeping surface just for you. Get free interest for 36 months, free delivery, free removal, free bed frame, plus a free furniture gift card on Sealy Posturepedic hybrids and Optimum bedding. Be custom fit. Get lots of freebies. Everybody shops Grand Central. Shouldn't you?
What do you see? Perhaps you're noticing the rusted fender or the dented side panel. Maybe the first thing your eye goes to is the worn interior. But look closer and you'll see something else. Value. At Harry's You Pull It, we see value in your old car and so will others. It's the reason we offer top dollar for your car. Junker, clunker, piece of tin, your car may have many names, but at Harry's, there's only one that matters. Value. Visit one of our 3 locations today in Hazleton, Pennsburg, and Allentown.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center. Nestled within the quiet town of Weatherly, PA, we offer our residents and their families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Hazleton General Hospital, as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit within our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
Award-winning children's recording artist Laurie Berkner will bring her music to Hazleton when the Laurie Berkner Band performs at the Wiltsey Center at the Historic Castle on Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. Doors open at 12:30. Tickets may be purchased through wiltseycenter.org or at Ticketmaster retail outlets including select Boscov's and Walmart locations. The Laurie Berkner Band, November 23rd at the Wiltsey Center at the Historic Castle.
Wally Joyner and Juan Samuel will be back on the coaching staff for the Philadelphia Phillies next season under manager Ryne Sandberg. Joyner will continue as the club's assistant hitting coach, and 2014 will be the fourth year for Samuel as first base coach. Just a few weeks ago, Philly GM Ruben Amaro Jr. said he thought Joyner was overqualified for the position, and reports said Joyner was looking for a job on the West Coast. But hey, things have changed, and he will make his return. The two will join Larry Bowa as he was named the bench coach. The Phillies continue to look for a pitching coach as they decided not to bring Rich Doobie back next year. Only a physical stands between the Chicago White Sox and Cuban slugger Jose Abreu from joining up. The White Sox announced today that pending the checkup, they will sign Abreu to a 6-year, $68 million deal. It's the biggest contract ever for an international free agent. In 2012 and 13, the 26-year-old was at the plate 264 times and went yard for 19 of them, hit 60 batters in, and averaged .345. Earlier today, the New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski's agent said Gronk was cleared to take the field on Sunday as the Pats face the Jets. As of right now, he's listed as questionable on the roster. The 24-year-old had been sidelined after a number of surgeries to his forearm and problems with his back. Last season, in 11 games, he caught 55 passes for just under 800 yards and scored 11 touchdowns. ESPN is reporting that a wide receiver from Eastern Michigan University has died, and the police are calling it a homicide. 20-year-old Demarius Reed was found by his roommates in an off-campus apartment around 7 o'clock this morning. Investigators say he was shot multiple times in what looks like a robbery. As of now, no arrests have been made. Reed played in 6 games this season, including the matchup against Penn State at Beaver Stadium earlier this season. In that game, the junior had 1 reception for 6 yards, but in the 6 games he's played this season, he had 15 catches totaling 185 yards and 1 touchdown. Grief counselors were on the Eastern Michigan campus today for students, and tomorrow's game against Ohio University is on as scheduled for the Eagles. And if you think the Flyers are having a bad start to their season going 1-7, just look to the east to the New Jersey Devils, who have started off worse. The Devils have yet to win a game this year in 7 matches. While some fans are worried, GM Lou Lamoriello said not to panic yet. Lamoriello backed the head coach Peter DeBoer and his players, saying they are doing everything they can to break the streak. The Devils will try to get their first win tomorrow night at home in the Prudential Center as they host the Rangers. Now, before we get to the national scoreboard, we do have one more score in Week 8 of Friday Night Football for the Wyoming Valley Conference. It was 50-0 as Berwick shut out Pittston area. Now let's look in the big leagues. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series, and the St. Louis Cardinals lead the Dodgers 3-2, and it's not looking good for those boys in blue, especially starting pitcher Clayton Kershaw, who got knocked around. The Cards lead 9-0 in the top of the 6th at last look. Then let's move over to the NHL. It's overtime for the St. Louis Blues and for the Winnipeg Jets, each with 3 goals apiece. And nearing the end of the first period, on the West Coast, the Ducks are leading Phoenix 1-0. Stick around, Joe Gorbachev has your weather after the break.
Buy it at Barber Ford. It's a cut above the rest. Buy it at Barber. Honest people where the deals are the best. Now is the time. Barber Ford is the place. The best cause I hear there's no mistake. You can't buy better. You can't buy better than Barber Ford.
Barber Ford, Route 309 in Hazleton and on Route 11 in Exeter.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. Brand new fire-grilled ribs. A half rack of meaty, fall-off-the-bone St. Louis-style spare ribs, fire grilled to perfection. And the best night to give them a try is Thursday for Rack 'em Up Rib Night, featuring the delicious ribs served with bottomless fries for only $9.95. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
As a diabetic, where do I turn for the special healthcare products and advice I need?
Come into your nearby Good Neighbor Pharmacy. We specialize in the unique concerns and needs you have as a diabetic patient. Your Good Neighbor pharmacist has a fully trained staff, stocks a broad selection of the products you need, and takes a personal interest in your health and well-being.
Everyone knows Dan here at Heritage Hill. He's been devoted to our family of residents for over a decade. Experienced, nurturing, exceptional. It's what our care team is all about. Our residents enjoy personal care, homemade meals, day trips, clubs, and social activities. Shepherd's Garden, our memory care neighborhood, ensures a compassionate and secure environment. Come meet us. We're honored to share our hearts, our home, our heritage of caring. Heritage Hill Senior Community in Weatherly. Call today for your free personal tour.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Cloud. In exchange for allowing casino gaming in Pennsylvania, residents were promised property tax relief. While some money has been shared, we're still waiting to feel the real benefits. This week, we will discuss the need for property tax reform with two outspoken advocates. You won't want to miss This Week on the Storm, only on WYLN TV 35.
Skycast Doppler, nothing to show you. A little bit of some green here, but don't worry, there's nothing falling from the sky. That's just nothing more than ground clutter coming off of the radar site. 47 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions. Outside our station in Hazleton, pressure coming in at 29.94 inches of mercury. It's 46 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 41 degrees in Mount Pocono, 47 in Williamsport, 43 in Selinsgrove, and 47 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures holding in the 40s. Winds generally under 5 miles per hour. Satellite and radar, we're going to continue to see clear skies through the overnight hours. Check outside. Check out that full moon. It is full, in fact. It was full as of 7:38 this evening. And it's nice out there. And it will stay dry through tonight. As we go into tomorrow, maybe a passing shower. And as we start going into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, part of the overnight hours, a couple of showers will start to overspread our area. It'll be a little bit chilly tomorrow night. Maybe a passing snowflake mixing in with the rain showers, can't be ruled out, but again, really not expecting anything significant, but it just will be a reminder that unfortunately winter will be just around the corner. The front will start to come in, and once that front comes through, it's going to bring in some even chillier air and some brisk conditions as we start going into next week and late next week and the following week. It's even going to get colder across our area. In fact, much of the nation is going to be dealing with temperatures that are below where we should be for this time of year. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect heading into the next couple of days. Overall, this upcoming weekend, we got some of those showers coming through, and then Sunday it should start to dry out. 53 degrees, 57 for Monday, a shower for Tuesday, in the lower 50s for Wednesday and Thursday, only in the 40s for Friday. You can see some of those overnight lows dropping down into the 30s. Now, I actually have to do a shout out to Mr. Turi's science class today. Basically, the seniors, they wanted me to make sure I say a special shout out to all of them that I was doing some subbing for over the Hazleton area high school, and they said if I didn't say anything, I would be in big trouble, especially the 6th and 7th period. They really wanted me to say hello. They really wanted that shout out. They did, and so now they get it.
Good luck. You remember. Good luck, you guys. I only... Whew. It's all right. We only have to deal with them like in this capacity so much.
They're a great group of kids, though.
And you're a great guy, Joe.
Oh, gee, thank you.
You're welcome. Aw, shucks. Give them a high five when you see them in the hallways. You know.
I'm sure they'll be happy now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they'll be happy. So, all right. Well, we will be back on Monday. Hope you all have a good weekend. And you too, you guys as well. Good weekend. Excited?
Us, them,
everyone.
Everyone.
Have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday, 5:30 on Topic A and Late Edition at 10. And we will see you. Have a great weekend.